Hello, and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now, that's right, today we are going over my PlayStation 5 games. Now, I haven't actually counted them. I've got a solid 5, 10, 15, 17 games here. So I done my Nintendo Switch games about two months ago. And yeah, I've got a couple other things on my PS5 that I've installed and stuff. I don't own physically, just because they would have been on a deal on the PlayStation Store, and various reasons like that. And some games which you just can't get physically. I had some of the, obvious ones like Fall Guys and all of the smaller random games like that. But yeah, today my physical collection of PS5 games. There's quite a bit of variety in here, and some games I have a bit more knowledge on than others. And I'm not the biggest gamer. I've always admitted to this. I do enjoy playing my games. I very much enjoy my PlayStation 5, and I've got very good use out of it. And the majority of these games here I have played, I've put a fair solid amount of hours into them. But yeah, as I say, I'm not the best gamer in the world, so if I say I'm not a big fan on this game or I love this game, it is what it is, guys. But anyway, let's get started. First up, I have my two Formula 1 games, so here's Formula 1 2022. Yeah, obviously don't play this anymore because I've got the new one, but this was a good game. I thought that the steering mechanics were pretty fun, but I thought that the issues with that one is that in terms of the technical side of F1, managing your tyres and stuff, I didn't think that one was the best. You could really just do the race on like 2 compounds easy. But the new one challenges you a bit more, just like in real life. So yeah, F1 2023. I don't. When I was buying this, I was wondering how much more of an upgrade is it going to be, because I hear from my friends who play FIFA and stuff. They say, like, there's never that much of an upgrade between games, and, people complain, like, just buying the same game, really. And I thought it'd be the same with F1, to be honest, but genuinely, you really feel a lot of difference. The graphics are better, the cars feel a lot smoother, and, of course, you've got the new tracks, the new drivers. So, yeah, it was actually well worth the money, and I'm very pleased I got it. Anyway, next up, we have my kind of builder games here. So, first up, we got Anno 1800. I love my building games. I love just sitting there on games like, I think Minecraft is the ultimate one, just sitting there building stuff. Used to play Ark Survival Evolved a lot with my friends, and then, yeah, just going on to other things. And this game here, I just saw a trailer for it one morning, and I thought, wow, that looks great. And I popped into my local game, and they had a copy, and it was actually on sale at the time, so I thought, why not? And, yeah, you basically just build, an old town, and then you build it into a city. It's a bit like City Skylines, just 1800. It's a lot of fun. It's quite complicated in terms of the trading system to keep a lot of income coming into your town, city, whatever you got. That's the bit I struggled with. But it's interesting, wars can break out between other islands. It's a really interesting game, really fun, and one which I honestly hadn't heard of before it come out. So, yeah, that one there sort of got a bit overlooked game. Planet Coaster. I got this quite early on in my PS5 days. Really good. I knew it was by Frontier, who do the Jurassic World Evolution games. This is before the second one had come out. But I loved the first Jurassic World Evolution game. I have that on the PS4. Really, really good game. So I thought, yeah, let's do this theme park one. And I did really enjoy this as well. One of my least favourite parts, actually, for me, surprisingly, was building the coasters. I much more just enjoy building the parks and stuff. But yeah, it's a really fun game. There's a lot to do on it. And again, you have to, a bit like Anno, you really have to have your brain switched on because there's so much to do. And talking about having your brain switched on, here is Jurassic World Evolution 2. And I'm going to be honest, I think there's some things which are obviously better on this than the previous game. You've got some water dinosaurs on this one. There are a lot more dinosaurs in general on the game. The graphics are obviously an improvement. But I don't know if this game overworks itself, because while I do like this game, it's so much more stressful than the first game that the stress levels go up and the enjoyment goes down. And I think overall I always had a much better time playing the first game. Even though this is obviously an improvement, but I was just always having more fun on the first game. So yeah, I'm in two minds on this one. This is one of the most disappointing games I've played, to be honest, because I love the first Jurassic World so much, and I was so looking forward to this, and I just really didn't connect with this one much. But it's not a terrible game. My sister got me this for Christmas, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't finish it because it didn't grip me as much as I wanted it to, and that is Kenya Bridge of Spirits. Yeah, I didn't mind this game. It has a very Pixar feel about it. I love the look of it. And I think, you know, this was one of the first games to come out on the PS5. I think they just put it out there quick, like, let's get this game out there for it. And there's some fun elements to it. It's really cool. There's a lot of, like, cutesy kind of characters on it and whatnot. And as I say, the overall look of the movie, as you can see up there, of the game, sorry, it's really cool and it's really creative at times. But the story just wasn't super gripping. And I thought it was okay. A really fantastic game here, which I think was sent to me by my friend Alex, I think. And that is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Yeah, I completed this game. I actually was going for the Platinum Trophy on it, but I think something else come out at the time and I never got round to finally getting that. So it's something I do want to go back and do. I'm sure before the next one comes out in a year or two, I will go back and replay this one. Maybe get that Platinum Trophy. But this is so much fun, and it really works the PS5 to the best of its abilities in terms of making full use of that new controller we got, and having you go through all these different worlds really quick on the new PS5 engine, which the PS4 one probably wouldn't have been able to do. So yeah, this is really solid stuff. Really fun game. I'm not the most knowledgeable person on Ratchet and Clank, but that was a lot of fun. Then we got a couple Star Wars games here. I have platinumed this one. I really went all in on this. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. Yeah, I platinumed it. I bought all of the map packs, got all of the characters. I actually spent quite a lot on this game because I bought I think this is, oh no, it's just the regular edition actually. But then as I did buy all the map packs as they were coming out, which were good, but I wanted some missions to come along with them, and there weren't really any voice lines for the new characters, which I thought was a bit lazy. But the base game itself, I think they aced this, to be honest. I think another mission or two on each of the movies would have been pretty good. But other than that, I really think they aced it. The characters that they chose to do on here were brilliant. The map designs were great. The right amount of maps. The travelling system was brilliant. All the side missions felt very fresh. Yeah, I really had a great time with this one. Obviously, I did. I platinumed it. If I don't platinum it, it means that the game isn't holding my attention well enough. And talking about disappointing, I hate to say this, but Jedi Survivor. Yeah, as I say, I like the game still before people just start going, oh my god, how did you dislike that? But yeah, I think the first film was obviously, the first game, sorry, was all obviously very Empire heavy, and this one takes a real side turn, and it's cool to see someone from the High Republic, but then I just feel like the story just sort of moved along at a snail's pace. And then we sort of deal with that stuff really early on, and then it's very obvious who the villain of the game's going to be, and it didn't surprise me at all. Yeah, and again, just not enough planets. Some of the maps were just a bit tedious to get around, I thought. It's like, oh, I've got to get to this place now, and it's like, I've got to go through all these wall climbing things again to get there and stuff. My favourite part was just the battle droids, to be honest, because I love the battle droids. Yeah, I like the game, I do, but I want to love it. I wanted to love it, and I just didn't, unfortunately. But speaking of loving, I did really love this game. It was the first game I bought on my PS5, and also platinumed this. Spider-Man Miles Morales. These two Spider-Man games are just incredible. I absolutely love them. So yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Yeah, I'm just so excited for the new Spider-Man game next month. And I'll be getting that day one. But what a fantastic game there. Carried on with Marvel, we've got the Guardians of the Galaxy game, which was also sent to me by Alex. Peart, this, I still, you know, couldn't believe that he sent me this. It was like only a couple days after its release, so that was like incredible. And I'm going to be honest, I had no excitement for this game because it's like you play as Peter Quill for the whole thing, and I was like, that seems a bit stupid. But anyway, played it, and actually, do you know what? It works so well, the mechanics of the game and the way it played out. And I thought the story was pretty decent. The planets were cool. And I had so much fun on this game, surprisingly. It was a lot better than I expected. So yeah, and I really liked that the characters didn't feel exactly the same as the movie characters. I'm pleased that they differentiated them and made them a bit more unique. Or just not more unique. Maybe that's wrong, because it sounds like I'm undermining the movie versions, because I really like these characters in the movies, actually. But they just made them feel different, I think, which I liked. Another game here which I absolutely loved is Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, to be honest. I was just like, yeah, cool, I'm going to explore the castle of Hogwarts. That sounds fun. And I loved this. I thought that the spells were great, the mechanics of the game, the way you done things. The map was insanely good. I absolutely loved it. I really, really loved almost everything about this game. The only things about it maybe I didn't love was I wish the character was a real character, not one that you created. Because I think a lot of the dialogue in the game isn't very good, especially when they're talking to your character. They're all obviously dancing around, not saying your name and stuff. And the plot itself was okay, the main story plot, but I didn't love the final mission. But overall, this was such a good game. I really, really had a great time with it. Yeah, one of the best games I've got on my PS5, to be honest, which surprised me. And then this one here was also sent to me from my very good friend, Alex Hampton, another Alex. Death Stranding. I'm going to be honest, I've only put about 9 hours into this one. Just because this one here, I feel like I have to be in a really somber mood for it. Like, the first hour and a half was literally all cutscenes. I felt like I was just watching a movie. And then when things finally start to get going, it's quite slow. So, I am very much enjoying it. Visually, it's up there with The Last of Us Part 2. And the next game I'm going to talk about. It's one of the best looking games I've ever played. I really like the characters. The actors they've got in it as well is great. But yeah, it's just a game which I'm getting through very slowly, because I really have to put myself in a mood for it. But it is a very, very cool game. And then, yeah, this one here, this is potentially the best looking game I've played. It's between this, Death Stranding, and The Last of Us Part 2, to be honest. And that is Horizon Forbidden West. I was not the biggest fan of the first Horizon game. It just wasn't for me, even though it's such a cool concept. And I got about halfway through this one before I finally started to cop out again. Yeah, I was really enjoying this, and then I don't know, I think the harder the monsters get, and it's like, oh, I'm taking 20 minutes here to kill a monster, and you have to be so accurate with it. And other than Aloy, the main character, I really didn't care for anyone else in it. And yeah, it is a really good game, and I can see why people absolutely love it. I just don't think it's for me too much, but I gave it a go, and I put a solid 20 to 30 hours into this game, and really was enjoying the majority of it, but it did eventually lose me. I bought the next two games, actually, I bought when the PS5 come out. Actually, no, this one was sent to me. A couple of these have been sent to me. So I feel a bit bad, because I'm gonna be a little bit unkind towards this one, because this is definitely the weakest game I have to talk about today. But yeah, I got this when the PS5 come out, and I got the next one when the PS5 come out as well. And that is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've never really played many of the Assassin's Creed games. I don't know why, I just never have. But this looks really cool, and the PS5 just come out, and I was like, yeah, let me just get a few games here to really adjust to this new console. But my oh my, how disappointing this was. I couldn't connect with the story. I thought the games, like the actual mechanics of the game, the way you had to play it, I didn't think worked at all. Didn't care for the story. This was just really not for me, unfortunately, which is a shame. And I'm not getting the new Assassin's Creed until I've played it around someone's house or something, because I don't know, I just feel like it's not for me. But I'll give the next one a go. And then we're going to finish up here, two more games. Call of Duty, Cold War. Bought this, obviously, when the PS5 come out, and I was like, yeah, let's do this. Also, I think it's Treyarch, this one. Oh, Activision, yeah, sorry. So I love the Black Ops games just because I love the zombies. And they do zombies on here, but it's they're just not as good as the ones in the main storyline with Richtofen and all those characters. Which I think is coming back next year on Black Ops 5, I think is what it is rumoured to be, Black Ops 5, or it's going to be Black Ops something. But, yeah, it's okay. Call of Duty is Call of Duty, isn't it? The guns were pretty cool, how they used the controller. Again, some of them felt a bit heavier when you were shooting on the game. You could actually feel the kickback. So that was cool, but yeah. And then the final game I have to talk about is Modern Warfare 2. I bought this because me and my friends played Warzone a lot on the PS4 on the last Modern Warfare. So I thought, yeah, got to get the new one because there's a new Warzone map. And you know what? I just didn't really play it much. I get suckered into these Call of Duties because a lot of my friends play them. So it's a good little social thing. But yeah, it was alright. Didn't blow me away, this game. And again, the next one comes out in a month or two. I was very much against getting it, but then I heard they're remastering every map from the original Modern Warfare 2. And when I heard that, I was like, I think they might get my money again, to be honest. But we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, that is my PS5 game collection so far. My favourites, I'm going to exclude the Formula 1 games. But F1 23 is definitely one of my favourites. My actual favourites, though, other than that, is probably Ratchet and Clank, Lego Star Wars, Mars Morales, and Hogwarts Legacy. They're my favourites that I've played out of those games there so far. But we've got Spiderman 2 out next month, which I'm so excited to play. And as I say, I wouldn't be shocked if I get Modern Warfare 2 later this year. So yeah, there'll be another couple games added by the end of the year, I think. But anyway, guys, there's that video. Tomorrow, big stream on. Slayer Reviews is coming on, so we're live again. I know people really want to see me unbox the next Doctor Who, the collection set. My Amazon says it's arriving next Saturday, so I'm going to make a trip to my HMV to see if I can get it tomorrow. If not, yeah, I don't know when that unboxing will be coming, which is a bit of a shame. But anyway, we move. Anyway, thank you so much for watching as always, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message. And as always, I'll see you next time for another video. Bye-bye.